to Brambleberry Cottage. It's another week. We're in December.
Yes.
I'm still like reeling from that it's already December and we are weeks away from Christmas. We're so grateful that you're a part of this community, and we are really thankful for the comments, the really lovely comments, and sharing every now and then your story. We're really grateful for that. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
If you would like to join us, and you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you along.
Yeah, join us.
Yeah. This week, it is a chilly week.
And rainy. It's kind of, yeah.
It's really rainy.
It's not a fun weather time of year.
No, but it's okay because the chill in the air makes us have some yummy beverages, and we're sitting by our new fireplace that Paul created. He built for me. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's nice and warm and snug. We're here in our finished basement this week and enjoying our new fireplace. And we are getting really into the spirit. We're not doing a lot of major projects this month because not a lot of renovation, I should say.
Right, we've got stuff to do, but
yeah.
Yeah.
We're keeping it kind of simple because we're Christmas shopping and creating all kinds of goodies for our entertaining with people coming over, and also because we like to eat them, lots and lots of goodies. There will be added pounds this month, but that's okay. We're enjoying the season. So we're making goodies, we're enjoying those goodies, we're Christmas shopping, we're doing crafts and decorating. I'm still decorating. I like to space my decorating out. I enjoy it more. So sometimes I'll do like a whole overall thing. I'll do the village pretty early. The past few years we've been doing, we'll do the outside lights early, and then we will do this super clean, getting rid of the Thanksgiving stuff, getting in the Christmas decor all in one shot. And sometimes things get moved around, and I also like to add a new element or so every year to keep up with the trends, or maybe my style changed or your style changed. We like to do that. So we're still decorating. I'll be decorating probably up until the week before Christmas.
It's more fun that way. And there's no reason to rush around to get everything done by a certain time. Just enjoy it as you go, I think. That makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It is exciting to do. It's fun.
Yeah.
And with that decorating, we have done this week some crafting. I have, so this week what we did was we did our planter boxes in the front yard. We decorated those, and we finished off our window boxes by decorating those. Yeah. We had decorated our planters on our side secret garden.
Right.
Without lights. We just did kind of what we did in the backyard this past week, but we did that over on the side. We don't have
greenery and the white.
Yeah. So we don't have electricity over there, but we didn't want empty planters there. So we made it really nice. It's not really an area as of now to sit and enjoy in the evening because we don't have electrical, outlets over there. Right. So we don't have an opportunity to really sit there in the evening.
More of a daytime place.
It is. Yeah. So we want to
adds a nice spruce of decoration over there. It looks really nice.
Thank you. And it's nice to look out our side windows on the house and see it all decorated and pretty. You got to take care of all those little corners of your home. So things you don't always think of, and I say you meaning me, I don't always think of, but sometimes when you're looking out the window, you go, oh gee, that could use a little something. And it was all free. It was because we live in the woods, we had free greenery, free sticks, and free meaning with those elements. But I did use a white spray paint, which we actually had on hand for other projects, but you might have to invest in that. So we did that.
Oh, I'm planning on repairing that patio furniture, getting that squared away. I have an idea to cover up all the arms, the tops of the arms, and along the back. The furniture was free, but that's why it was free. So it was all, the rattan is all shredded, like falling apart up there.
It was.
So I'm going to do a little bit of weaving with that repair kit we picked up.
Yes.
And also I've got an idea to fix it up. In addition to that.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that comes out.
It's just to extend the life of it. We had gotten this free on Facebook Marketplace from someone close by, and I can see why. It was really falling apart. I didn't want to give up on it. Don't lose hope when you see something like that. And obviously they want to get rid of it. They don't want to deal with it. That's fine. Use that to your advantage. You don't have to be super, super handy to come up with solutions, but we show you a solution that was easy enough for us. We had the materials on hand, so it was free, except for we did buy a repair kit, which was a little over $20. So really it was $20, the whole project.
We'll see how it comes out, yeah.
Yeah. In the spring, we'll invest in cushions for it, but right now, at this time of year, we didn't need to. So, yeah.
Well, a lot of things end up in the landfill. You know, people just discard things when it starts getting worn or whatever. And I think things deserve a new life. You know, if there's still some life left in it, you know, refresh it, fix it up, and use it.
Yes.
You know?
And that's what we're all about. We're really trying to show you what to do on a budget on this channel. We don't just do it because, you know, we're thinking about our finances just for that reason, but we are. Through the years, we have always thought of that. We've never been super rich, and we've never, even when at good times, we never wanted to spend a whole lot of money. A lot of it is, even if we were super rich, I think the whole point of this is to be better to our planet, use our resources wisely, and honestly, even if we had a lot, I don't think that will ever be our way of living, wanting to
discard and buy new all the time.
Yes, and not to be wasteful. And I feel like the planet is going in that direction. I feel like more and more people I follow are just not wasteful, and we're investing in some great companies that really use sustainable packaging. They use non-toxic ingredients. They're being really careful about their plastic usage.
If everybody does a little bit, I think it'll make the planet last a lot longer and stay in better shape. So it doesn't take much. You don't have to be a fanatic about it. Just do a little bit.
Yes.
I think and if everybody does a little bit, you know,
we'll save our planet. Yeah. And this is not a whole reel on save the planet. It was just something that, which I don't mind doing that, but we're not trying to preach. We really just very much practice what we preach, and we try very hard not to be wasteful. Back to this week. So we have done our patio furniture. We've done a few decorations. And we have to do some maintenance and repairs on occasion, and we want you to see how to fix something, and we're learning too. We're not by any means experts, but
this is not. We never do a how-to video. It's a how we do video.
So this, don't take this as a video. To how to exactly like Paul said. This is
this is how we do things. And I had to make a little repair in the laundry room. A vent pipe had become separated, so I repaired that real quick. So I think that's probably about it this week.
Yes, and it was important to take care of, so we did do that. So we just put that in this video, so if you ever had a situation like that, you could tackle that yourself.
Yeah, a lot of repairs are pretty simple, you know, once you look at it. You know, you don't need to call a plumber every time or call a professional, and it's a simple little fix.
Yes. And one more thing. So I attempted, it's funny, an advent calendar. Okay, so I want you to see my mishaps too. I want you to see that I'm not really inclined to, I'm not very crafty. I have fun doing it. I enjoy it. I'm not super good at it. I'm one of those people where people go, nailed it, and it looks really bad. I wanted you to see even this, it's important for you to see that we do the best that we can.
We're not perfect.
No. Oh my gosh, no, but it was fun. I had so much fun. I felt like a little kid again, but it is hilarious how it turned out. But it's an advent calendar, and I used materials I had on hand, and that was it. I didn't want to invest in one. Every year we try to make it different. Last year was really fun. We did all these little wrap packages, and we did really cheap things in there. And our son, who's a good sport, he's in his early 20s.
He's a grown man, but still, he's a good sport when we need him to be a kid again, so he applies.
And I think he secretly enjoys it, right, Jake? But anyway, it was fun, and I really enjoyed that one. And every day he would pick another gift until all the 25 days were up. And then the last day we gave him like I think it was a scratch ticket at the end, and that was fun. This year we're just doing every week it's a different thing. Like this week was a week of scratch tickets, and it's a fun way to just do something different. And then we're kind of doing it week by week, so it's more affordable, but also we mix it up. So we're actually still thinking of what do we do next week. We're thinking maybe we'll go to a cheaper store and get little gadgets, and it might even be things like chewing gum or whatever. But it's fun. It's different, and this year my son said, I do enjoy it, but why don't we all do that? So every day we're picking as well, and it makes it fun, and you never know really what you're going to get. We have a pocket in the back where you reach in and grab it out, so you don't know what you're grabbing, and it's fun. It really is, and it just makes us laugh. The whole project itself that I was making, when it was done, it was laughable, but I don't care. It was fun. I just want you to see it. Normally I would hide that out of embarrassment, but I want you to see. You just work with what you have, and it doesn't matter. Thanks. It's just for us. It's not like we're posting that on, here's a napping calendar to do step by step. This is more of like, I'll show you now just so you can see between us and you.
Don't tell anyone now.
It's really awful, folks, but it's fun, and we're laughing at it. It just keeps us laughing through the season. Anyway, so that was our week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay warm. It is a chilly time of year. This is a time for rest. This is not a time to, go crazy doing lots of projects. So take the time for yourself to read a book, sit by the fire, sit out at a bonfire, cuddle up with some blankets and be together, or have time to yourself, whatever you wish. Have a nice, comfy, hot beverage. Make yourself a nice, beautiful, big breakfast on the weekends. Maybe on the weekdays if you feel like it, but enjoy this time and relax. Take time for yourself.
I know we are.
I know we are.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Hi there. So today we have more Christmas decor your way. I'm going to dress up my window boxes. We have that creeping phlox. And with that creeping phlox, it is starting to brown a little bit. It usually does stay green most of the time, so we're going to have to check on that in the spring and how that's doing. So I'm going to trim that all back even more. Like I'll cut off all the cascading over the window boxes, over the edges. I'm going to trim all that off. And in the spring, we'll see where we're at. Hopefully we can replant it somewhere, or maybe it'll come back to life in the window boxes. Not sure. But we're going to do that, and then I was going to stick in the center of all the window boxes these Dollar Tree Christmas trees. So they're $1.25 each, and I've gotten 6 of them. And how we're going to dress the window up, I'm going to remove all of these. We don't need these. So how I'm going to do all that is I'm going to loosen all the branches here, and I'm going to stick this in the window box. Hopefully, and right in the center. Hopefully they will stay, and hopefully, I don't really have an issue with it, worrying about it staying. I think what the thing is will I be able to remove them when the season's over? So what I'm probably going to end up doing, because there will be frost, it will be hard to remove once it gets really cold and icy. So what I'll probably do is leave them for the winter, and it'll be a nice winter decor. If I do decide to add much more than the trees, I'm still on the fence about that. But if I do decide to do that, I'm going to remove that element after Christmas is over. But I will keep the trees in there as a pretty Christmas decor display. Winter display rather, in the window boxes. So it just stays like a nice wintry look in there. Just because the creeping phlox is not staying green. These are a little sparse. I'm okay with that. I'm going to leave that look this year. However, there have been times I have done in the past, make it fuller, and you can do that. The great thing about the Dollar Tree is you can add more branches by buying a package of them. They do sell them separately. These single branches here, they'll sell a bunch in a pack, a little long, and it's great that they make them long, because basically you just kind of twirl it around the branch and then tighten it maybe a couple times. You can knot it if you want, and then just one half on one side, one half on the other, and it does add a little fullness to the tree. But for now, I like the way it is this way for the outside. Some interior ones, I have made them a lot fuller, and some I have not. It just depends on the look you're going for. So that's that. And because it's going to be outdoors, I want to give it that snowy feel, but because of the snowy feel, like the snow spray that I normally would use, I can't use that exterior. When you spray that on, it can flake off, but also any elements like rain or snow, anything wet, it will basically just wipe it right off. So what I'm going to do is add a little white spray paint to just the tips and a little here and there and give it that snowy feel because it's outdoors. Just a little tip for you. All right, here we go. It's been very windy here lately, so I'm going to try to do this without spraying myself as I don't have my paint clothes on. So let's see how we do here. I'm just doing it lightly, and I'm just doing it a little bit here and there. I don't want the whole thing white. They do sell white Christmas trees there. If you're looking more for this style, but more white, they do sell them all white if you wanted to. I just like green with a little bit of snow on it. Ground's a little wet. So that's all it is. It's just a simple little white spray paint. I'm using, like I did last week, the Rust-Oleum 2X Prime and Paint. And I'm going to let it air dry just for a few minutes. And then I'm going to place them all each in the window boxes. I have some arborvitae trees in my garden, so I've cut some about 12 pieces so I can put one on each side, and I'll trim a little. And I've decided I'm not probably going to trim most or all of the arborvitae, the creeping phlox. I'll see how it looks in each box, and I'll see at that point if I like the brown showing through or if I think this green will cover it, and we'll take it from there because it's not as bad in the daylight. But hopefully it won't be too brown. We'll see. I was going to invest in one of those plant sprays where it's like a green color, and it actually is not harmful to a plant. It actually helps it a little bit with nutrients, and it turns it green. It's a very natural product, but it wouldn't be in on time, and frankly, it's about $13 a can. I didn't want to invest in that. So I'm going to do it this way, and we'll see what happens. So let's see what goes. It seems the wind has shifted on this one, this wreath, and it was a very windy night last night and a very windy days lately. So I'm going to move that over first. There, that's fixed enough where I can reach it anyway. And so just so they match, I'm going to I placed a little bit of arborvitae in there, but I'm not going to put a lot in because this one is very full and it's staying somewhat green. So interesting how some are not and some are, must be the way they're watered or the sunlight. We'll figure it out, but we just wanted to make sure they matched. So it's a little less, but they match. And this is phase one. We will be adding, the more I look at it, the more I realize I do want to add some sort of ornaments to it and probably even lights. It'll just bring them to life, especially at night. Okay, phase one complete. So probably some lights and some maybe more arborvitae, some ornaments on there to add some sparkle and life to it, and then we need to know what to do with these planters. Hi there! So here we are going to make an advent calendar. I love doing the advent, even though I have an adult son. I still love doing this because we're all getting involved this year. We're gonna have fun. It's going going to be a lottery ticket one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this, remember this red and white candy cane ribbon? I'm going to put a little hot glue, and I'm using this because I've been duped, I should say, by hot glue guns before. I have been really hurt by it. So I'm going to really be careful. So I don't want to touch this with my hands if I can help it. I've been burned pretty badly by it before. So what I'm doing is I'm just wrapping it around the box a couple of times in different layers. I'm just hot gluing it down in different spots. Make sure it's nice and tight. Just kind of glue it as you wrap it around and pull it taut as best you can. And you work your way around the box and let the back of the box be where you actually connect with the glue, where you put it, where you glue it onto the back. Just because you don't want that to be your front, you want that to be nice and pretty and tight. All right. Another layer. About 3 layers. Now this is a box, just so you know, I should have explained that. I didn't explain that to you. But this particular box I had gotten from Amazon. I had an order that came in through Amazon. And any box would be fine. I just liked this one because it was a perfect size box, honestly, for this project. You don't want a huge box, or maybe you do. Maybe you want to make it a huge box. That's totally up to you. But it's a little messy in the back right now. But in the front, we want it to be somewhat taut, but it's okay to have it a little loose because we're going to tuck stuff in. So I'm going to touch up at the end. We're going to take either a piece of cardboard or something to kind of tighten that up and give it a nice backing. Right now I'm not dealing with that. I'm just going to deal with my design here. So what I want to do is place these sticks around, so it's going to be what holds in the tickets. Okay, so we want one on each. Well, we want 2 on each, excuse me. We want 2 tickets on each stick. So we're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and then 25. At the end, on the bottom, we're going to have its own single one because it's special. It's the 25th one. So, all right. Just put another glue stick in there to make sure we have enough. And I'm going to glue down my sticks. Place it however you want to, but you want to have enough room for all of the sticks. It can be haphazard, they don't have to be even because you're going to decorate it how you want it. I'm kind of having it somewhat even, but it's going to be a little bit off in different directions because I want to add a little interest, and I only have so much space on this box. So I have these all the way down glued, right? And I'll tell you why. But there's 2 here. And then I'm going to just do the ends after a couple of rows of that. Just doing it a little different each time. And I'm going to bend this a little bit. Manipulate it a little. So it helps when you're trying to what am I trying to say? So when I try to tuck those tickets in, it's not glued all the way down. They're just gonna be different everywhere because I don't want it to be the same everywhere. I'm trying to add a little difference, a little interest to it. But you can do however you want. Don't do it too much because you'll break the stick. I'm just doing it to have it where it's a little bit open in the middle so you can have a little bit of a window to stick your tickets in. As you do it, sometimes you kind of move your design a bit around. That's kind of what I'm doing. Okay, just want to make sure I can get through with most of these. Just hold it down for a few seconds. And I'm taking some Elmer glue. And I'm just putting it regular white glue. I'm just putting it on each front of each one, each stick. A little bit of a nice amount there because you want things to stick to it. And we're going to add a little glitter. So it dresses it up. I had a red glitter on hand. As I've told you before, I keep things, and this is from when the kids were little. Now I have a 27-year-old and a 22-year-old. So when I say I've kept it, I've kept it a while. You don't ever quite get out of that once you've got little ones. All right. So far we have this. I'm going to dump that into the trash. We don't want that to get everywhere. Get some of that off the best that you can. And I have these silver and white balls, if you remember. I'm just going to place them here and there with glue, just to kind of dress it up a little, make it fun. Look like little snowballs here and there. I love crafts, don't you? All over the place, but it's fun nonetheless. I'm just making it interesting here and there. It might look like, for when I do it, it might look like a 5-year-old did it, but that's okay. 5-year-olds are pretty cool. They've got the best artistry. And I'm going to take a green Sharpie. I'm going to put a number on the top. I'm not going to rest my hand down or my elbow down because if I do, I'm going to have glitter all over me. But I'm going to put a number on each so I know which day is which. Just, you know, I'm going kind of haphazardly. I'm doing the numbers in different places because it adds a little interest where you have to look a little bit for what number is the next to pick from. You can go in order, but I like to be a little different and just throw it off a little bit. I think I'm going to add one more. I left the opening at the bottom, put upside down, so because I was thinking at first and I wasn't sure, but now I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to add the 25th one at the top here. This silver string that I had with the ornament balls that I bought from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just bunching a bunch together. And I'm going to make a little bow. Maybe I'm going to make a bow, I don't know. I'm not sure I can make a bow with this. Not sure that's gonna work out. All right, forget that. So on the back where it's a little loose, instead you could add a cardboard or something to kind of tighten it and add that to, you know, just to kind of hide it. I have this little thing that came with packaging, and it's where you put something in there to, you know, to kind of keep it safe and where it doesn't break. But it was the perfect size for this box. So I'm gonna fill it because it's white, but also it has a little pouch. And I might put little extra gifts in there for the Advent. Gave me an idea. So the hot glue kind of comes through that. We don't want that, it's actually burning. So we're gonna use P6000. It's a different glue to hold it down. I'm gonna put regular old-fashioned white glue on there too, just to give it a little extra for all these elements. These are not coming together like I would have liked it, but that's the crazy thing about crafts. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In your mind, sometimes it looks fabulous and everything else is working out, and then sometimes it just doesn't. But we're gonna make it fun anyway, the best we can. I'm going to make a tree with the glue. As if I'm drawing it on with the glue. I'm going to fill it in a little bit, and then I'm going to take some of this green glitter on top of that glue to decorate the tree. Go over to the trash again, dump that out. And that's the back of it with our little tree, and there's a little pouch. Okay. I'm going to make letters with the glue. Advent at the top. So here's our Advent calendar, and we have 2 different numbers on it. And I think with the ones where I placed them down all the way, I'm going to have it in the back pouch where you just pick a ticket for the day. And the ones where I left a little bit of an opening, I might stick a ticket in there, at least for one of the days, and then other days I'll have it in the back in the pocket. So, professional, no. Really high class, no. But these are some of the things that I had in extra box. I had some of these glitter snowballs. I had these sticks, these craft sticks. I had glitter glue and glitter and glue, and then this red and white ribbon I had some left over, and I had a box laying around. And then even this little insulated pouch here. So it envelope. And it just was something so we can still have fun, and I just didn't want to invest. One of these days I probably will invest in an Advent calendar of some sort, but this was just fun to do. It's really not meant to be on a Pinterest level, or it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be kind of cutesy. And the great thing is you can do this kind of stuff with your young children or adult children. Just have fun. Make it into a fun, silly activity. It's really not meant to be serious. It's just for fun, folks. Hope you like it enough to have fun with it. I'm sure, I know a lot of my viewers are really super crafty and really good and can make this look amazing. So have fun with it, enjoy. I'd love, if you have any, put it in the comments section. Show what you've done maybe, if you've made a homemade advent calendar. I'd love to see what you came up with. I am guaranteeing you it will be better than this. But have fun with it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. So despite the mess here, we have a mess of leaves and we have some brush in the fire pit. Today's raining, so what we're going to do is tomorrow, when it's not raining, we have some wood that's drying. We're going to do a fire and kind of clean up that fire pit and rake it out. But for now, we have the pieces that Paul finished. We have this cord running across the potted plants and we're trying to figure a way to not have it seen. So we're going to tuck it in a little better as time goes on, but right now we just wanted to kind of give you a quick view before the rain really starts pouring. There's the finished patio. So we had taken the repair kit that they had, the rattan, and we had woven. I had attempted it and then Paul had to finish it because he's a little better at the weaving than I am. And it's very brittle. As it gets older, it's very brittle. Excuse all the cars, it's making me very frustrated. All the cars going by here. But we have all of the woven pieces that we can use. We still have extra, so in the spring, if we see any more needing repair, we have plenty of extra to use. Again, it's like 459 feet for like $20 and some odd cents from Amazon. It's a great idea because you invest a lot of money in these rattan pieces, and this just helps you keep it longer. So Paul's solution, as they weren't, it was very brittle and they weren't really repairing enough, and again, we're not weavers, so we can't make it look the way it looks nice and tight here. We couldn't do that. So to our solution to make it better and to help it last longer was to put this hard material on this wood here. So we used it from old pallet wood.
Yep.
And we had, Paul, why don't you explain? You're the one who did it.
Oh, yeah, I had some pallet boards laying around, so to cover up the messy weeding job I did. Also, it's a great place to put a drink.
That's true. Double
yeah,
purpose.
Just slid these covers over, and that's where all the damage was right on the armrest and along the back.
Yes, and there are some on the seats where it's a little ripply, but I think in the spring we'll tackle that a little bit. We'll see how the winter fares, but then we'll have cushions. But this is all we just wanted to get a set for a while, and it's just never in our budget. They are really, really pricey, as you probably all know, and this was a solution. For free, we had this on hand. The only thing we paid for thus far is the kit, the repair kit. We will be in the spring getting a cushions and pillow set to dress it up a bit, but there's no point in doing that in the winter. We do have some cushions that don't quite fit it perfectly, but if we're sitting out here, we would put those on for the winter, because we do fires in the winter. But for the spring and summer, when we're out here more and we're entertaining more, we'll definitely have a set. But we're just hoping mainly to just at least get through 1 year. And to see if we like it was another thought, to see if we like it. So if we want to invest our money in something like this, I'm going to be honest, I don't think Paul and I will invest in this style, because we know that it falls apart. We don't know how long the previous owner had it, but I'm guessing it wasn't a super long time. But I'm seeing that happen with a lot of people. I see a lot of these pieces on Facebook Marketplace for sale, and this one just happened to be for free. So what we're going to do is maybe look into tougher material sets and invest our money in that when we're ready. But if this can last a year, that would be great. Again, sorry about the mess, folks. It's a lot of brush around and leaves, and it's a little messy, but we wanted you to see the set. And as you can see, there's still a little bit of falling apart here. We'll try to work on weaving that a little bit. But for now, this is our solution. So here we are again in this, you remember our secret garden area, and Paul had made these planters. We had cleaned it out for fall, and now we needed to dress these up for the winter. So, and I'm going to leave it up for all of winter, not just for Christmas. So I'm going to, again, spray paint with my Rust-Oleum 2X paint and primer and paint, and I'm going to just spray them ever so much here and there, not super crazy. A little windy today, so I'm going to get out of the downwind here. Just a tip, shake your pan every now and then so it doesn't gum up, and also so you don't waste the aerosol. It'll still spray well after. I like these branches because Paul had cut some for me, and he left some of the leaves on. When some paint gets on it, it leaves a cool wintry touch with the leaves. If you only knew how many times I had to repeat that sentence because my husband decided to be cutting at that same moment. Getting a little frustrated. Okay. So now I'm just going to stick these branches in. I'm going to add some greenery. No lights over in this area, as we don't have electrical here, and I don't want to have a big cord going all the way to the back. So I'm just doing it this way. Because it's getting dark and cold, I'm going to just stick it in right away, but naturally you might want to dry this for a little bit, but we're going to be really careful. This is such a nice, simple way to dress up your planters for winter, not just Christmas, the whole winter through. And you don't have to take it out till spring, and it's so simple. If you live near the woods, it's a great idea because you just collect greens and sticks and just a little white spray paint to spray them. You can leave them alone, but the white really adds that wintry feel. If you stick them really good in the soil, they will not budge because the dirt will freeze in the winter, so it'll be stuck there. So don't expect to take them out. Most likely you won't get them out until spring. which I'm okay with. And if you live in the south or in the tropics somewhere, you can still do this very festive decoration with maybe palms, palm trees, palm fronds, I think they call them. And you can add ornament balls or lights if you prefer. So much for that one. We're pretty much done. We're just going to, I'm probably going to just add a couple more just to make it nice and full. It's however you want to do it. If you can see in the dark, this is it. We have the planters that are very simple. They have the greenery from the hill on our property of the woods. And we have the sticks that we painted with spray paint. And it's that simple, folks. Hope you enjoy it. It's hard to see probably in the dark, but hopefully you can get a glimpse of it. And that's all, simple decor.
On here, there's like some half strands, so I can lessen the load on this bush.
It's pretty though.
I know this. The half strands are good because they have like an extension cord attached to along the road, which is what we have here.
So let's switch this around again, because look at, I didn't realize there's a big thing here. Even though it's half, it's still like there's some stuff. So we finished our window boxes with the faux trees and the lights and the ornaments, and finally did these boxes, these planters, with the faux trees, the lights, and a few ornaments. And here's the other window boxes. There you go. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hello.
We wanted to thank you for watching our videos here on Brambleberry Cottage. We're having a lot of fun doing this.
We really are. We hope you're enjoying watching them as well. If you are, please hit the like button. And above all, subscribe.
That would be awesome. We'd love to have you part of our Brambleberry Cottage family. Also, you can hit the bell in the little corner there where it's a notification bell. So if you don't ever want to miss a video, you'll get a little notification when we have the next one up and you won't miss us. We hope that you're enjoying watching our videos. We hope that you'll come along and join us for the journey and be a part of our gang.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.